Alright, so as you can see, we've got the T-molding, the old T-molding, which was black, pulled out. And for some reason, there's a bunch of drywall screws all down into the wood here and across the bottom. So I'm going to take those out. I'm going to countersink those holes, put them back in, and then putty over them with wood putty. And then once that's done, then we'll remove this old side art, and I'm going to try and retain it if possible, because it's still cool and it would definitely make a cool piece of art for the wall. So we'll see if we can keep that. Then we'll do some sanding, we'll do some priming, then we'll put an oil-based coat on there with a foam roller, 2 or 3 coats, let a day or so between each one, and then we'll put that side art on, and we'll rotate the cabinet and do the same thing on the other side. And success! Got the vinyl off. Most of the adhesive stayed on, but I'm going to scrape that off, and then I'm going to sand the whole side with 120. Then we're going to go over to 400, and filler primer, sand it again, start doing our coats, probably 2, maybe 3 coats a day drying within each one. And then final sand at 400. All the holes have been countersunk, and all those screws have been put back in. I'm going to fill that with wood putty, let it dry. Tomorrow we will sand. Alright, wood putty is in all those holes. We'll let that dry tonight. Tomorrow we will sand that whole side. Start working on that. And just FYI, in order to get this level of removal, I had to let that Goo Gone sit overnight. Alright, we made a lot of progress there. We got all of that remaining adhesive off from the smaller side art piece, and then went ahead and wiped all the excess oil off from the Goo Gone. Wiped it down with a clean paper towel. Then put a little bit of dish soap on there and broke up that oil, cleaned that up, then wiped it down with a lightly damp cloth, and then dried it, and that worked out great. So as you can see, lots of scratches there, and I think that's what they did, is in order, instead of fixing this the right way, whoever did it just said that piece is big enough to hide all that. And they did black, and then of course they did black T-molding, and I'm actually going to go ahead and put green T-molding on it like I did on this Area 51 cabinet that I built. So it's going to have original side art on it, and then we're going to do the green T-molding, and that's really going to make it pop. So the next step here is to do some sanding, filling in any gaps, any scratches, grooves, more sanding, and then once I get done with the sanding, we'll clean up and we'll put some primer on it, and then we'll do 2 or 3 layers of paint with a day in between each coat. We'll see how that comes out.